Hello!
こんにちは。
こんばんは。
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
今回はなんとダダダダダダダン大好きなハンターハンターの
Hunter.
紹介です。
Yes, we're talking about the anime, or if I use the English pronunciation, anime, Hunter x Hunter. So, what aspects of Hunter x Hunter, what parts of Hunter x Hunter do you want to talk about? You want to introduce maybe a little bit about what it is and why we like it?
ちょっと紹介して、そしてどんなところが好きなのかとか、記憶に残っているシーンとか、紹介しましょう。
Okay, sounds great.
もう大好きだよね、このアニメ、私たち。
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was in high school. And I was on a road trip around the US with my family. And I downloaded, not necessarily in a normal legal way, but I downloaded all of the entire series. And I remember just like when we were driving across the country, like sitting in the back seat of my parents' car and just watching the entire series in like 3 days or something.
そう、なんとこれ 3days で今見たって言ってたんだけど、148エピソードあるの。
It was like a week, but still.
そう、148エピソードもあるんです。
Yes, 148 episodes of, well, if you want to get really technical, there's an old series in like the 90s or something that they didn't finish, and then they made the newer version, which has 148.
私それは知らなかったけど、そうなんだね。はい、じゃあまずストーリーからお話ししようと思います。私が日本語で紹介して、ダルくんが簡単に英語で。まずクジラ島というところに住む少年の、メインキャラクターゴン・フリークスが、幼少期に森でキツネグマに襲われているところをハンターの青年カイトっていう人に助けてもらったんだよね。で、ゴンはこの時死んだと思ってた父親がジンという人が生きてることを知って、またそのお父さんが優秀なハンターとして活躍してるのも知るのね。それでそれをきっかけにゴンはハンターという職業に憧れを持って、自分自身その試験に受験合格を目指すというなんか冒険ストーリーなんだけど、でも本当にそれだけじゃないんだよねっていう感じの、もうこの先はネタバレになるから。
An easy translation of what she just said is the main character is a young kid, a boy named Gon Freaks, or in English, Gon or Gon, maybe Freaks.
Yeah.
And he lives on a place called Whale Island. And he lives with his aunt and thinks basically that his dad has disappeared or possibly even dead. He doesn't really believe he's dead. He believes he's off doing something cool, probably. But his dad is this thing called a hunter. And a hunter in this world has like a special license. Aoi didn't explain this part, but it would be important to know what a hunter is.
Oopsie.
And basically, Gon meets somebody named Kaito, which in the anime doesn't really explain all this, but it does in the manga. And Kite explains that his dad is still alive and he's a hunter and he's off doing stuff. And so it becomes Gon's mission to go take the hunter exam, get his hunter's license, become a hunter so he can go find his dad. And as you alluded to, that doesn't really explain anything about the series besides like a little bit of the background. There's so much more that happens. And yeah, I guess we should probably decide, do you want to have a little bit of netabare? Because if we're going to be talking about our favorite scenes and stuff.
そっか、じゃあ失礼します。ここから聞きたくない人は見に行ってください。
Yes, so just in case you didn't understand that, we are going to spoil stuff. If you haven't seen the series, go watch it. Even just the first like episode. If you don't like the first episode, then you don't have to keep watching. But
でもね、ファーストエピソードは入りにくかったとしても、また2、3、4からどんどん面白くなるから、ちょっと5個まで1回見てほしい。頑張って。
Okay. Yeah.
ね。 いや、なんか実はね、アニメを見るのがこれが初めてで、そう、だから、なんかアニメ初心者にもすごく入りやすい、面白い、簡単なストーリーだから、かといってすごく子供っぽすぎないし、すごいおすすめ。
Yeah, so maybe we can talk a little bit about what we like about it and why it's an おすすめ.
So, my recommend is なんだろう、どこだろう。まず、そのハンターハンターの試験の回が何話ぐらいあるんだろうね。50話ぐらいまであるのかな。半分ないぐらいかな。もっと少ない？
No, it's definitely less than that. It was...
あ、本当
Yeah, I really don't know exactly how many episodes it was, but it was... I don't know.
30。わかんないけど、結構でもそこも濃く描かれてて、やっぱりベースとなるところだからね。けどそこでゴンが本当に何もできなかった少年がどんどんいろんなことを本当にステップを重ねてできるようになるんだけど、なんかその努力のシーンとか、なんかそういうその最初のゴンの成長のシーンがすごく私は、かっこいいな、なんか自分もなんか頑張ろうと思えるなって励みになるアニメだなと思って好きだった。
Yeah, they definitely do a good job of like showing the growth. One of the ways I think they do a really good job of that from the storytelling perspective is they don't show very much to the audience that they don't also show to the characters. What I mean by that is like Gon didn't know about Nen or anything like that when he first was taking the exam. And the audience also doesn't know anything about it, even though they actually kind of show little hints of other characters knowing about it and using it and like before the characters know about it. And I think that's really cool. It's like you're kind of learning about the world as the characters are learning about the world.
ね、そう。で、あと、ダル君のあるおすすめとか好きだったシーンとか思い出に。
There's a lot of stuff that I like about it, but again, from like a storytelling perspective, the pacing is really nice. The pacing meaning like the speed of the story. Like the first couple of episodes and the first couple of arcs, really the big chunks of the story, just go by really, really fast. Like I remember when you and I were watching it together, we would watch an episode and then we'd like look at each other and be like, oh my God, that was so fast. Like, do you want to watch another one? So, which never really happened with anything else we tried to watch together.
ね、終わり方とかがすごくうまいからもう早く次の見たいっていう気持ちにさせられて、その20分30分だよね、その普通のアニメの1個の話なのにもう5分しか経ってないような気持ちにさせられるくらい、のめり込める作品だから、それが145話も全部そうなんだよね。だからなんかこう見たことある人はわかると思うんだけど、スパイファミリーとかって結構ゆっくりしてるストーリーが入ってたりするのとかもあるけど、なんかこう今回のこのハンターハンターはもうずっとドキドキしてる感じでもう一回見たいな。
What else? From like a storytelling perspective also, the power system and the power scaling are both just so well done. It's one of the things that the show is really famous for, actually, is like having a really beautiful, like well thought out, amazing power system. Because in some other shows, it's kind of just like, oh, this character is stronger just cause, or they're stronger because their dad was strong, or they just whatever, for whatever stupid reason, they made a wish and now they're stronger, like in Dragon Ball.
なんか特別なパワーをもともと持ってる特別な子みたいな感じのやつね。
Whereas in Hunter x Hunter, it's less about like just being stronger and more about like how you go about creating your own ability and like how good you are with that style of what your ability allows you to do. And it's just it's really well done, and the power scaling throughout time too. Like there's no sudden miraculous jump where randomly they get super strong, but yet there's such a dramatic difference between how strong they are at the beginning and how strong they are at the end. And you see the whole process like slowly unfolding as they get new teachers and they learn new lessons and they learn about new abilities and everything. It's really well done. Like it feels like they're actually getting stronger as they get stronger, and you feel like it's rewarding when you see them overcome something.
そう、しかもすごくこう意味がわかる成長の仕方、なんか、アニメだから特別にこうなんだとかじゃなくて、こう念というパワーはこの力のここが組み合わさってとか、それこそ日本語の漢字でもうこうね、かっこよく表されてて、うわーいいねと思ったね、本当に。なんかおすすめのキャラクターとかさいる？なんか好きなキャラクターとか。
I was just gonna ask about that. Is there a character or a scene that you like? So yeah, let's start with characters.
Go ahead.
I, for a lot of different reasons, really like the Phantom Troop. Krollo specifically, I think is probably.
クロロさん。
Yeah.
好きだもんね、ああいうタイプの。ね、黒い。
Yeah.
かっこいい。
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Some of the lines that he says in the show, I think, are really, really interesting and important. Yeah, just he's always smiling.
リラックスしてるし、
yeah, he's always reading books in his free time. And he's a cool dude.
It's like you. なんかこうすごく戦ってるシーンでもいつもこうカームで、なんかこう自分を信頼してるのか、なんかこう焦ることなく、やっぱりゴーンとかはまだ幼いし経験も少ないから、どうしようっていうシーンが最初に出てきたりしてるけど、そのクロロのっていうなんかもう王様みたいな人がいて、王様じゃないな、あれトップのなんかすごい強い人がいるんだけど、そのクロロさんはもうずっとしっかり芯があって軸がぶれなくてかっこよかったイメージがあるからわかる。
He says he has a really nice line in the anime where he talks about doing everything he's doing as a means of trying to figure out who he is, which I think is there's a lot of depth to the character that a lot of people don't see. But yeah, that's my first choice.
Yeah.
Who would be your first choice as a favorite?
いや
character?
難しいな。でもやっぱりそのメインキャラクターのゴンはなんかこうパワーをもらえる存在だし、名前を挙げたいけど、でもなんか個人的に忘れられないなっていうイメージの強いキャラクターは、なんか顔にマークの書いてあるトランプ街の
トランプ街。
なんだっけの名前、ひそかくんが癖になるんだよね。で、なんでかっていうと、彼はその技もそうだし、そのキャラクターのイメージのカラーもなんかねかっこいいなと思うし、やっぱりこの人ってちょっとねセクシーに描かれてて、なんか女性人気が多い感じがするのもわかるけど、
yeah.
見てほしいね。てかもう一回見たいな。私まだ1回しか見てないんだけど、彼はもうすでに2、3回。
I think so. I watched it once in high school, once a couple of years ago, and then I saw like part of it again with you, but then you wanted to keep watching it, so you watched like all of it super fast by yourself. So I've seen it like 2.5 times kind of.
In Japanese?
I don't remember the first time. Definitely at that time I didn't speak Japanese, but the second time I watched it I did speak Japanese, but I watched it with subtitles. Is there a scene or like an arc or like a part of the story that you really like?
なんかね、結構意外と最後よりも最初の方がこうゾクゾクしたんだよね。いいねって思ったんだよね。なんだろう、なんか最後の方はね、虫が関係してるお話になってくるんだけどその虫がちょっとなんか私グロテスクなものが苦手なんだけど、それは特にもうすごいひどいほどグロテスクではないけど、結構なんかアニメが変わるくらい話が急にこうチェンジする感じしない？虫のところから。
Yeah, it was definitely like almost, it was a very different theme. He was going for a much bigger like I don't know, that whole arc was just much more bigger and developing and dramatic than the previous ones.
そうなんか虫ってさっきから言ってるけど、それまでは対人、なんか対モンスター級の強い人だったのに、急にあれそうだったっけ？モンスターとか出てきたっけ？あ、出てきた、なんか妖怪みたいなの。けどなんかその虫はもう人間通り越して、なんか妖怪通り越してもうすっごいもう迷惑な敵が出てくるからもうね応援したくても負けちゃうんじゃないかなってなっちゃうくらい自信がなくなるの。私たちっていうかゴン側にいる視聴者もけどね、まあそれはお楽しみで。
Yeah. So that wasn't the scene that you liked. It was just that you liked the beginning part.
Yeah, そっちの方が後半はひたすらハラハラなんかこう緊張しかしないか。
Yeah.
How about you?
Definitely a lot more like tension and stuff at the end. I agree. There is a certain feeling in the first like arc of the Hunter exam where it just feels very like childlike and fresh and fun and like it's a good story. And there's a couple of like little pinpoint times that I really find interesting, and I could go on a long list of all of them if I thought about it. But in contrast to what you just said, I actually really like part of the Ant arc, especially with the king and him playing that game, and some of the conversations that he has at the end with Netero about like humanity, about power, about society, about all kinds of stuff.
あれかっこよかったよね、本当に。しかもなんかその術、そのネテロさんが使う術も、なんか本当に日本武道をなんかこう背景にしてるような、わかる？あれヨガ系なのかな？わかんないな。日本武道なのかわかんないけど空手っぽいなんかこう、ので、おーいいねと思ったし。
Right. Yeah. I think for me, a lot of like the older characters were really interesting to me, like the king, Netero, the Zoldyks, like Kiroa's dad and grandpa, Krollo. Like I feel like all those characters had really interesting like worlds going on.
そのなんかゴンが出会うのさ、その受験しに行く先の学校じゃない、その受験先で3人の仲良くなる人たちと出会うんだけど、その中のキヌアって人がキルアだね、すいません。いやもう本当にいいよね、キルアも。
Yeah.
かっこいい。そのファミリーについても語られるところあるけど全部覚えてる。妹とかお兄ちゃんとかあ、そうだ、ちょっと一つ言っていい？個人的な好きなポイントがもう一個今思い出したんだけど、私個人的に本当にクレヨンしんちゃんが好きでで、やっぱり関係あるのこれ、この声誰だとかっていうのはすぐわかるんだよね、クレヨンしんちゃんに関しては。で、やっぱり有名な声優さんが務めてるからこそ、今回のハンターハンターでもそのクレヨンしんちゃんで声を担当してたある人の役が使われてたのね。
レオリオ。
そう、レオリオさんがそのクレヨンしんちゃんのお父さんの声のヒロシの声の人なの。同じ人なの。でも最初からあれなんかすごいお父さんの声がする、何のお父さんだろう、なんか聞いた声するなこのレオリオさんとか思ってて調べたらだよなしんちゃんのお父さんだこれもう本当にビッグニュース。
That's so funny.
いや、しかもね、なんか面白いのがやっぱり声でちょっとキャラクターが作られるからか、そのヒロシとそのお父さんね、しんちゃんのとレオリオのキャラクター像が似てるのよ。髪型とか、なんかスタイルとか。ね。
Their energy and stuff.
いやー、もういいわ。燃える。一番かもここが私。
I think that's a like real thing in the industry is like certain people get known for playing certain characters and like the way that character behaves, and so we associate like that kind of voice with that kind of energy, and then people will try to cast characters for that kind of type of role later. it's definitely like it happens, but it's not super common that like one person will play like a totally different, completely randomly like opposite type of character between shows. They're often
そうだね。なんかそのアニメの話で言って私全然詳しいほどじゃないんだけどアニメアンパンマンとキテレツドラえもんかなキテレツっていうのがあってそのキテレツくんと声がなんか丸いキャラクターで似てる子なんかみたいな声のバックみたいな感じのなんかそういうのって合うんだなと思って、
yeah.
面白くなったね。なんかある他付け足したいこと。
Hunter. I mean, I could say all kinds of things, but in short, even if you don't watch anime, because you and I don't really, I did a little bit in high school. You've seen maybe a little bit of some stuff. Even if you don't like anime, Hunter x Hunter is objectively just a fantastic show. Not even as anime or non-anime or whatever, just like as a piece of art, it's very good. The storytelling is good. The design is good. The character development is good. The moral and values like behind it are good. The way it's written, the way it's directed, the sound design, all of it is just well done. Of course, it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect, but it's very enjoyable. Give it a shot, and I hope you enjoy it if you haven't seen it already. If you haven't seen it already, I'm sorry for spoiling a bunch of stuff.
ごめんなさい。今言ってたみたいに画像もお話もイラストもすべてもう本当に最高だから。し一回見てももう一回いつか見たいと思うくらいたくさんストーリーあるけどもう本当に面白いアニメだからぜひ見てください。おすすめです。
Yes, and if you've already seen it, please tell us about what did you like about it? What were your favorite characters? What were your favorite scenes? What did you get out of it? What did you think about it? Etc. Tell us everything.
話したい。いいね。送ってほしい。あと私まだアニメ初心者だからおすすめのやつも教えてほしいし、アニメね。
Yeah, likewise. We very slowly once in a while we'll watch shows like when we're eating dinner or something. Not always, but
sometimes.
We don't have anything really that we're watching right now.
Yeah, we don't usually watch TV じゃない。
Yeah, no. But once in a while we'll have a show like Karutetto. We watch that for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And,
we watch Karutetto 日本のドラマ。
Yeah, I love that show.
いや面白いよ。カルテットも話もしたいね。
Oh goodness, yeah. But anyways, if you have any recommendations for a show, we'd love to hear them.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I guess that pretty much covers it, unless you want to go really deep into something.
挿入曲入ってる曲もう頭から離れなくなるから。
Yeah, what is it called again? What's the name of the song? A New Adventure or something?
In English ね。
Yeah, true. You're looking it up right now?
Yeah.
The Hunter x Hunter theme song name. Departure. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Let us know your favorite parts of Hunter x Hunter. Let us know your recommendations. You can find our Instagram below. You can find our email below.
Yeah.
And yeah, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.